every time. This is a Somewhat Okay podcast, episode number 17. I'm Tyler.
Yeah, I'm Tim.
Tim is very sick today. He got AIDS.
Yeah.
Why don't you expand on what that's like, Tim, before we get started?
Well, everything hurts.
Right.
My crotch is pretty itchy.
That's fair.
My nails are black. And I have blood coming out of my eyes.
I'm very happy for you.
I am too, actually. It's a new experience.
It's gonna be over soon.
And I can share it.
Yeah, this AIDS bit isn't working. I don't think this was a very good idea. I think
What, is it too insensitive?
I don't think it's gonna be well received by the festival audience. So I think we better
Just cut it out. Edit it out. I enjoyed
Welcome to the Somewhat Okay podcast, where we do bits about AIDS, apparently.
Yeah, well, okay, if we're drawing the lines at AIDS, I think our priority
Can we only do AIDS bits now?
no, like, as if it was a bad thing. There's a lot of things.
Oh,
okay.
right. We shouldn't misrepresent, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we're new people. Our history doesn't define us. Like all the sex or the rape allegations and,
I'm
all the
sorry,
things
we
we
had
said.
those? Or are you just saying in general?
No, in general. Just for
Okay.
any
'Cause
famous
I was gonna
person
say,
in
I
general.
don't have any rape allegations. I don't know about you.
I'm just saying it should be a president in, modern media
Uh-huh.
that are passionate to define us no matter how severe the thing is, such as like murder.
Oh,
just
so
like
you're
anything.
saying that our passion should shine through over the subject.
No, as long as we change as a person and we no longer commit it for now, then we should be good.
Did you see that the Guardians of the Galaxy cast put out that public
Oh
letter
yeah, like a
regarding,
shared. Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with them.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in the same boat. I'm just like, there's obviously a change in what he's done over the years.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see that there's an actual change,
Like I said,
and
if
you can
wanna,
see like,
if you want to ever get a feel for old James Gunn, just watch his older movies, and you'll
Mhm.
quickly figure out
there was a
Pre-Disney
trend.
him was very different from what we have now. So
I mean, it's not like he's getting called out for doing anything recently, so
yeah, you have a point there. It is not recent.
I'd say that he's in the clear, unless you're just being an uptight asshole, like us.
All the time, literally all the time.
Because isn't this podcast just for us to display our pretentiousness over other people? Gatekeepers towards everything?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's the whole reason I started a podcast, to be honest.
Exactly. Our voice is more important than your voice.
If your voice was important, you'd have a podcast, right?
You would. God damn it.
So, big reveal. It's our first topic of the day.
Oh.
And it's because I am revealing myself. No, I'm not going to be vulnerable. Just kidding. I never do that live.
Always negotiate from a point of power.
We are going to be revealing the trailer for my new film, Demented Stability. The official trailer.
Now,
This is not the teaser that went out on Sunday. This is a different.
it's the official.
It's the official
OG.
trailer.
Damn, son.
The OT.
The thumbnail is just too good.
Isn't that
This-
a beautiful image of Austin?
It's just the most flattering.
I've gotten lots of comments. If anything, I implore people to read the bottom of the poster, because that is the funniest part about, or the best part of that poster, because you know the little small text that you put at the bottom
Mm.
of
Yeah, the
of movie
poster.
posters. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna send that in the Discord too, so that you can get a good look at what I'm talking about here. And by the way, everyone, this is where we're gonna be watching. I should probably get my download bar out of the window. There we go. I was downloading a program earlier called DCP, which means something cinema package, and it's just basically something so that whenever I submit my movies to film festivals, it's going to be in the right format so that they can play it on the projector, because they can't just digitally play something over a projector for some reason.
Yeah.
And they have all these specific like resolution things that I have to take note of as well, and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. So
fair enough. Nice.
Let me find this damn poster so that you can look at it and see the joke that I put at the bottom, and then we can watch this trailer.
We're here for the memes. Oh. Written.
It's at the very end.
You
After all the
bitch for reading this little ass text. You're gonna hurt your eyes. Shit. Did I make any mistakes? God damn it.
All right. So yeah, we can we can watch the trailer now.
All right.
This is
I'm ready
the
whenever
official
you
trailer for Demented Stability, everyone. Oh,
God.
Also, well,
All right.
I'll talk about the movie after we watch the trailer.
All right, give me a second. I don't know what happened.
have
Oh
you done?
God, what is happening?
Give me that ad revenue, boy.
All right, I'm good.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I may or may not have murdered someone, and we should probably bring this to light.
Who did you kill? Who did you?
I had to do it.
Wait, was that Marshall?
I had no other option.
Yeah, Marshall.
Who was it?
Exactly. Marshall literally walks in this film and then dies.
Well,
He enters and says one line and he dies.
well.
You're gonna thank me when I tell you.
Yes, I would like to know what it is so I can make you get out.
I'm Marcus.
An accident. This is not an accident.
Oh, it's Caleb.
No. Well,
There you go.
I still stand by the fact that Austin only ever plays Austin reacting to fucked up situations.
Well, he actually plays two characters in that movie, and one of them is not Douglas. He plays Everett in that movie, who's this hardened mercenary kind of guy.
Oh
but
my.
yeah, so now I can give the context to how this actually came to be. So all of that footage is from 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Actually, 3 to 2 years ago, because I know we started in 2015 into 2016.
Mhm.
So some of that footage is 3 years old and some of it's 2 years old.
Well,
And basically, we never finished this movie because my computer that I was editing on killed itself. I found it hanging one morning, and it's very tragic for me. And so I lost that movie, and I was like, damn, that sucks, because I also had a lot of other stuff on there too. And the other day, I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna power up my old shit ass computer, and I'm gonna try to recover some footage from whatever was on there, because I wasn't even sure what was on there.
Mhm.
But I got on there, and there's surely enough, there's the project and all of the footage for Demented Stability. So I took all that and I edited it. Well, I didn't edit it together. I just put it in the project, and then I added the sound effects and the music.
Mhm.
And then, I edited it to where it seemed like it was a full story. And
Oh.
so this is as good as it's going to get. Also,
Oh.
this is based off of a book that I wrote.
Oh.
Now I'm just gonna say it's loosely interpreted because it ends halfway through the book, so it's half of the book. It's based off of the first half of the book.
About how long is the final product going to be?
44 minutes currently, as it stands, which is about the same length as the prequel to this film, because this serves as a sequel to Sympathetic Apathy.
Oh.
This one takes place directly after Sympathetic Apathy and was actually supposed to lead into Cashing Checks for Salvation. It's supposed to end at the bank robbery that happens in the flashback for Cashing Checks.
I gotcha, boss.
At least that's how it was supposed to end. Now it has a totally different ending, and you can interpret it a number of ways because of how I edited it. But yeah,
The
so
McAllister universe.
the McAllister. Yeah, and speaking of which, I don't know when I'm releasing it yet.
Oh.
I haven't decided if I want to have a screening party for this movie or not. I'm thinking that I might want to, and in which case I'd have to organize it with Austin because he's the greatest at hosting these kind of things. So
fair enough.
that and I don't know if we'd be able to use that. This movie is much less tame than anything else I've put out before. It's probably the most violent movie I've made.
Is this your what was that director's name?
Which one?
The Guardians of the Galaxy director is like what in his old days.
Oh, James Gunn.
Is this your James Gunn day?
No, because it's not really edgy. It's just really violent.
Gotcha.
Because we're following Vincent strictly this time, so everything follows him primarily, and we get a better idea of how violent he is. Because originally, when you see him in Cashing Checks and in Sympathetic Apathy, he just shoots people primarily. Also, if you haven't seen Sympathetic Apathy, it got spoiled in the trailer, but you probably wouldn't know that if you haven't seen Sympathetic Apathy, so you'll be fine. But basically, we're following Vincent because in Sympathetic Apathy, he's kind of a sensible dude, and then in this movie, we just kind of watch him like dive into insanity. Because at first we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of justified why he would kill that guy, I guess. Or sometimes you understand it, and sometimes you're kind of like, I don't think that guy needed to die, actually. I don't think a lot of the people in this movie needed to die. The very first kill in the movie is one of my favorites because I know exactly where I got the inspiration for it from. I know exactly what scene from what movie made me want to make that scene. The scene in A Clockwork Orange where Alex beats the hell out of the old guy underneath the highway. I saw that and I was like, oh man, that's such realistic physical violence. I should do that. So this movie is just a shit ton of murder. Sort of a study about psychopaths in a way. You could consider this a character study of Vincent because we spend the most time with him. And we see how he manages to sort of turn off and on his murderous personality when he needs to cover up for it, you know? Like he calls Douglas's wife after they've both finished loading up this barrel in which Vincent chopped up the guy and put him in the barrel. And it's like, yeah, hey, hi, tell the kids hi for me. Yeah, okay, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. And also just like, my favorite thing about Vincent in this movie in particular is how calm he is when he's committing murder or any violent act. Like he's beating the hell out of this guy with his metal pole. And the guy doesn't die by it, so he's like, God damn it. And then he kind of walks around. The guy's on the ground like, the pain. Because, you know, Vincent fucking hits him in the head and then beats him with the metal pole. And then he that doesn't work, so he starts looking for another weapon. And the guy's sort of crawling away. And he picks up this, what is it, a cork, I think? Or like what you use to pull a cork out of a wine bottle.
Oh.
Yeah. The stabby thing. You stab it into the cork and it pulls it out. Yeah, he grabs one of those, and then
Let's go to town.
he turns to the guy and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like crawling away from him. Then Vincent fucking, picks him. This is one of the first scenes in the movie, so I'm fine with excluding this fully. He picks the guy up and he puts him over a trash can, and then he just stabs the shit out of him.
Oh.
And then he
Dead.
tips. Yeah, and then the guy's dead. And then Vincent's just like, well, I guess Matthias is gonna have more work on his hands. Oh well, not my problem. And he
Yeah.
gets the fuck out of there. Because
this
that's
shit out, man.
the character we're dealing with, and it gives gives Douglas some what do you call it?
Character development.
Some more character development, yeah. Because you learn more how like. Because in Cashing Checks, I feel like he's almost too okay with how
Mhm.
Vincent is. So in
Sure.
this movie, I was setting up
So-
more
something-
why he is the way why Douglas is just
Yeah.
like, why do you have to
Okay.
kill everyone? Why?
More used to it.
Exactly. And I really feel that this serves as a pretty good prequel to Cashing Checks if you watch it that way, or you could watch it as being detached completely, just with some.
It can either be a standalone or.
Yeah. You could see it as either. Because
Oh, fair enough.
we didn't get to go into the Cashing Check stuff like I wanted. If you want to get into the cashing, if you want more context for Cashing Checks, read the book and read Sympathetic Apathy as well, because that's pretty much where it starts. Because they're planning out the bank heist in Sympathetic Apathy,
Mhm.
and then they're still talking about it in Cashing Check or in Demented Stability. So
Mhm.
this really just serves as an in-betweener in between Sympathetic Apathy and Cashing Checks for Salvation.
Shit.
So yeah, what did you think of the trailer, Tim? What did
There's
you
just-
enjoy about it?
A lot of stuff going on. I was
What
just
did you
more
hate about it, I
surprised.
mean?
Oh well, I mean, all of it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. I mean, who would
I
let
mean,
this
it's just-
happen?
You weren't wrong. There was a lot. There wasn't much violence. Actually, well, I mean, there's people getting beaten, but I don't think that's probably the full extent of the what's going to happen.
Oh yeah,
But there was a lot of looting.
oh yeah. There was foreshadowing. No, yeah.
Just where
This
Aquaman
guy
gets-
takes an axe to the face. This other guy gets macheted to death. Well, he gets stabbed. Then he throws him to the ground. Then he kind of looks at him as he's dying. And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna hurry this up."
I still died at the part where Austin gets. Or wait, who was it? Yeah, it was
Yeah, Austin hops into the trash can. That became a joke after Sympathetic Apathy because of the part where Thomas Marcus throws the trash can on top of Douglas and then he runs into the golf cart type thing.
No.
Not a golf cart. It has a name, but it looks like a golf cart.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that Austin. I always love Austin as Douglas, but he can play serious roles too, which you'll see in this movie because he does play Everett,
Shit.
who's this mercenary type guy. And
Grizzled.
grizzled. He's like the veteran of the group essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's great. And I do like. I think if I could go back, I would give Everett a better introduction scene.
Mhm.
Because I think if you haven't read the book,
God damn it.
this does, due to the fact that I couldn't finish it, it does have to heavily depend on the source material. And these were both characters who were, because Everett Calhoun was an incurable.
Mhm.
He was one of the guys that left you to die via zombies.
Well, fuck that guy.
I don't think he dies in that. No, I think I die in that actually. Yeah, an incurable. That was the original. That's how it ended originally. Like Vincent died in
Oh
that
no.
movie originally, which
Oh,
is why it's
no.
not canon and no one can see it anymore. But yeah, Vincent fucking died in that movie, and I
Mhm.
planned on killing him in other movies, but nothing ever came to fruition. I had this
Unfortunate.
whole thing planned for Vanished Existence that would tie into what do you call it? It would tie into Austin's TV show, Heartless Thieves and Soulless Thugs.
Oh, okay.
And well, if that ever does come back, I don't want to spoil what the big plot twist was going to be, but I will say that a character from my movies appears in that show.
Oh yeah. I think we already spoke about
And I
that.
think we had a whole discussion about it, yeah.
Well.
But yeah, I mean, shit, it happened. And what else do I want to say about this goddamn movie before it goes out? Yeah, I don't know if I want to have a party for it yet or not. I mean, I'd like to, because those are
Mm.
always fun. And it's not like I'm putting out this movie to festivals or anything, because
Mhm.
it's literally half of the movie it's supposed to be. So
It's there's some corners that were cut.
Oh yeah, we had to cheat a little bit to get to where we are, but I mean, look at politicians; they do it all the time. So
Well, whenever you had texted me the other day, you were prideful of it. So.
I am. I think that it came out really well considering the circumstances,
Hmm.
and it's also my most violent film, so that's gonna be fun. I like to think that the teaser was jarring for people who are used to my work.
Hmm.
Because they probably went into it like, oh, it's another thriller or a psychological kind of movie or this, that, or the other.
Hmm.
And then that trailer's just, I just love the jump scare part of that trailer, the really jarring part of it, where you see the guy getting beaten, the music's like,
Oh yeah.
so I like to think that people who ended up watching that trailer, either with knowing me or without knowing me, were probably like, what the hell?
What's going on?
Why is he yelling?
What is
What's
this?
all this yelling? And that and the teaser got 42 views.
Oh,
And it's been
wow.
up for like 2 days. So that's a pretty solid amount for someone who didn't upload for 2 months, 3 months, and however long before that. Oh, and also off of my old computer, I managed to pull one of my old plays that I was in.
Oh shit.
But I thought-
oh yeah,
I
you
thought-
did upload that.
Yeah, I thought there was literally no footage of it. And I was just like, damn, that was such a good play, but now it's gone forever. And let me tell you, it was a bitch. Because my old computer, none of the fans work.
Oh.
So it overheats constantly. So I found myself with this little portable fan that I stuck into the front of it.
Just to cool it down.
Because what was happening was I would start uploading the play to YouTube because I couldn't transfer it onto an SD driver. I would have done that, but it was 26 fucking gigabytes. I didn't have anything that was over that. And even when I tried to use a 32 gigabyte one, it still told me it wasn't enough. So
Oh shit.
I'm trying to upload it to YouTube, and it's hitting a solid percent because I do have good Wi-Fi now, but this computer is not good. The CPU sucks. It overheats. It can't do anything for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
So it would get to like a certain percent, and then the computer would shut itself off because it overheated, and I would get pissed off. And what I found that I had to do was it was starting to get up into the 50, 70 range, and the screen went black. And I thought it was going off, so I punched the shit out of it on the side, and then it came back on, and I was like, huh, what? So every time the screen would go black, I would just hit the computer until it started working again. So that's how I got that to go up. And I had to do this for like an hour or two because of just like how it, and you should have heard this fucking thing when I had it plugged in. It was uploaded. It was like,
Why won't you let me die?
into me, and I'm like, shut up and upload, bitch. And he's like, I can't do it. I'm like, come on, man, don't give up on me now, you fuck. I know you have like 2 gigabytes of memory left, but you can do this.
Let's just slide one last thing, maggot.
And then I just unplugged it.
I
and
can
was
just
like,
imagine.
thank God that was over.
Just using the portable fan. It's just like 3 years later. He's just like, oh, why am I awake? What's going
The
on?
computer's just like, wait, what? No, I was asleep for so long. It was so nice.
I want to go back. Don't bring me back. My time's gone.
Then he like felt the HDMI cord going, and he was like, no, I can barely stay on now. You can't visuals. What are you doing? You absolute madman. So, yeah, my poor fucking. There's dents in the computer now as well because of me hitting it. I was just like, I was so desperate. This was like the 6th time of trying to get it to go up. And reminder, every time it powers down, I have to power it back up. And then all of the startup has to happen again. I have to actually open Google Chrome. I have to go to YouTube. I have to pick the file to upload. I just got into a routine after a while because I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to try it till it works. And then I hit it on the 6th time, and I was like, oh, my God. It survives.
doing a
You
thing.
just have to abuse it. It's like a battered wife.
You just got to remind it sometimes.
Yeah, you just gotta beat the shit out of your computer sometimes, guys. Not your wives. I'm not encouraging. Don't twist this. Don't you fucking do
It
it.
could really be interpreted to anything, really. You know.
Oh yeah,
Cars,
kids.
children. Oh, no.
We both. Our second choice was let's hit kids.
Because we-
That'll look good on the podcast. Let's hit kids.
Disclaimer: these are not the actual.
Don't hit kids.
views.
Just to be clear to anyone who thinks we hit kids, we actually don't hit kids. So,
We love kids. A few kids work for me.
oh my god,
I love kid food.
what?
I buy
love
to animals
kid
all the
food,
time.
He says. All right, that makes it better. Oh, never mind, guys. Go home. It's fine. But yeah, Demented Stability coming out. I don't fucking know. It will be available online though, as well as
shit.
at the screening if we decide to do one. I have to talk to Austin and figure it out if we want to do a screening. But I also would like to preemptively apologize
Oh.
because I do say some questionable shit in this movie. And there's literally no way for me to go back and fix it. So I could take
So
the scene out,
controversial.
but well, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna censor it on the podcast, but I'm gonna say it.
Oh no.
But Austin says something, and Austin says some bad shit in the movie too. So I'm kind of in the clear. But he says something like, because I don't know if you remember the N-word scene from Cashing Checks for Salvation.
Yeah.
But Austin essentially says, "You did not tell me we were going to be working with," and I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
talking about Mr. Johnson down the road. I'm talking about the.
Oh. Food.
And
No.
it's like
That's
it's
not PC at all.
it's 5 seconds, right? I just muted
Mm.
myself for the part where I said what it actually
Yeah.
was. To be clear, I censored myself, but
Yeah.
that it is literally, it's so quick too. We don't even acknowledge it. We just move on with the conversation immediately. So,
I mean,
it's not really that bad in comparison to what happens in Cash and Check. Oh my god,
well, I mean,
such an iconic scene in the car. We're
it's
having
just
to call my fucking.
it's just so unexpected.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was unexpected because we improv that scene. We improv all the car scenes. So whenever I just came out and that's the thing I wanted to mention. No backseat car scenes in this movie. I didn't do a
It's all-
single one. Not a
It's-
single one. I didn't do them in Sympathetic Apathy either. I was thinking about that. I was like, did I? Because I know in Inglourious Inglourious starts off with a backseat car shot,
Mhm.
but
I
Cash
think
and
so
Checks
does,
has it a couple times, and I don't think Sympathetic Apathy does.
Oh, actually, no. I suppose Cash and Checks didn't.
No, Cash and
It-
Checks does.
Well, no, like at the very beginning.
Oh no,
Although
not at
it's-
the very beginning. No.
Although it's like right the next scene.
Yeah,
after.
it is. It is in the flashback. Yeah, to be fair, you are right. Yeah. So that movie's gonna be
Jeez.
cool, and everyone should watch it, or Vincent will come get you in your sleep. So
It's the boogeyman.
it's the Bye Bye Man.
Oh, stop that! What
No, no, no.
freaking?
You know what I would have liked the Bye Bye Man if it was about a if the Bye Bye Man was a crime thriller where it's a hitman, and before he kills the person he goes bye bye.
It would have been a lot better than the original.
Oh yeah, what actually came out. I agree.
I remember just like whenever I was still living at the dorms at Eastern, I went into my technically quote unquote neighbor's room, and Gabe and Michael were like suite mates, and I just walk in and look on his bed, and he has the actual book, and I'm just like,
There's
what
a
is this?
book?
Yeah, it's
There's
no, like it was based off of a book because I do remember seeing the book beforehand,
Uh-huh.
but I like it's just so bad.
See, I'm
Like-
sad because they got fucking Doug Jones to see it, who is the most gangly motherfucker ever. But he played the Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth, so I love him. and he needs to be protected. And I'm sick of people just bring him in because he's tall. He has other uses. He was in fucking Ouija, Origin of Evil, which is the most self-aware Ouija movie I've ever seen. It's so self-aware. Or wait, am I thinking of the right movie?
I'm not sure because
I think because in the second one, or maybe it's a different movie. I'm not sure, but there was this Ouija board movie where it was really campy and just really funny the whole time. And then in the second one, they revealed that the first movie was like a. They revealed that the first movie was literally a movie, like in the universe. Like it's so funny, dude. I love it. I don't know.
I'm
if
not
it's this
sure,
one, but
because I do remember them like a Ouija movie being marketed, but I thought it was like
oh,
just
you're
another
thinking of
run-of-the-mill.
Ouija. There's Ouija, Ouija Origin of Evil, and also Ouija The Revenge of the Board. So you got to keep in mind.
Let me get out my notepad real quick, just so I can establish a timeline.
Okay, wait. Maybe this is not it. Hang on. No, wait. What is all this? I'm watching the trailer right now.
Because there was the one from 2014.
Yeah, I think I actually saw that movie in the theater. Hang on. This is not it. Hang on. I'm going to Google Ouija real quick. I'm just going to IMDb Ouija real quick and see what comes up. At 20,000 movies. Oh, fuck. I was joking, but now it's reality. What is it? Oh, the Ouija Experiment.
The Ouija,
The Ouija Experiment. Yes, this movie is super self-aware and incredibly funny. Don't listen to low ratings. It is hilarious. I think the people want it to be an actual scary movie, but this shit is a comedy and a half. This movie is hilarious.
What was it? Ouija
The Ouija Experiment.
Oh, the Ouija Experiment?
Yes. Not to be confused with Ouija, or Ouija Origin of Evil, or Ouija House. Hang on, let me just read all of the movies titled Ouija real quick. Okay, so Ouija, not to be confused with Ouija, Witchboard, aka Ouija, Seance, aka Ouija, Ouija Origin of Evil, Ouija House, Ouija Seance The Final Game, Ouija Summoning, Ouija 2003, Ouija 2006, Ouija Board 2004, Ouija 2012, Ouija 2014, and Ouija 2017, and Ouija 2010. Also Ouija 2016. Why not Board of Evil?
Okay.
Someone just...
Can I just... I just want to appreciate something on my Google search list. Because at the bottom, there's just like, it's suggesting Ouija movies.
Mm-hmm.
Movies about friendship. And it has Unfriended, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, It Follows, The Covenant, The Signal, A Fox and the Hound.
Okay, fair. But I don't think it's debatable that Unfriended is definitely about friendship, right?
I mean...
Look at this guy standing out. This movie's called Ouija Geist.
Ouija guy. Trying to put himself out there.
It's English. I can tell by the way they spelled mom. Young single mom. India.
Oh,
her
no.
name's India. I thought it took place in India. India moves into a new flat and adds to the pressures of finding employment and meeting the rent when she and her friend began dabbling with... Oh, it turned into Southern halfway through. I don't know what happened there. Her friend began dabbling with a Ouija board they found at blank. It didn't... I can't read the rest of it. Oh, also not to be confused with Ouija the Awakening. Ouija the Awakening of Evil.
How many Ouijas can we get on this board?
How many Ouijas can we get in this podcast, to be honest?
It was just a popular,
For
people just...
For the podcast in October, we're just going to watch a Ouija movie. Every single podcast.
Ouija month.
Because let's face it, there's enough to make up the entire month of October. So, I mean...
Jesus Christ. Ouija board October.
Ouija board Tober. Are you ready? Ooh, we can watch Philippine Ouija.
What?
That is the title of a Ouija horror short. It's called Philippine Ouija. Released in September of 2015. Coming soon. No, I want to watch it now. Oh, man, that sucks. Unfortunate. I can't pronounce any of these names except for Alan and Ricky and Liz. Giolahan. Pex. This dude's name is Pex. That's probably not how it's said, but this dude's name is Pex. P-E-K-Z. Pex Ignacio. Oh, are you seeing it?
I'm trying to look for it right now. Let me see.
It's on IMDb here. Oh, are you trying to find a way to watch it?
No, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, it's on
look it up.
IMDb.
Oh no! Let me
This
just
one
look up
ends with a
Ouija
question mark. It's called Ouija. Dicing with death?
That's just the guy who's just like, does this sound good, guys?
This one ends with an exclamation point. The Ouija board.
Excitement to be had.
Ouija, adapting the fear. Wait, why does this literally have the cover of the 2014 Ouija as the cover for it? But that's not what it's about. Oh, it's a documentary about that movie.
I mean,
I'm going to have to rewatch this movie now because I remember it being hot garbage and I'd love to review it on my blog. So, I just remember one scene in particular that I found. Did you watch this one? Ouija
No.
2014? Oh, it's so funny. God, what a funny movie. I just remember being particularly, there's this scene where this girl is like in a bathroom and the way that she kills herself is she like just she just essentially falls forward and hits her head on the sink. And it's so quick and the sound effect is so funny that I literally laughed out loud in the theater when it happened. Because it just went like, dink! And I was like, ha ha! Oh. I had to like control myself, you know? God damn it, it was fucking funny.
Pull back.
So fucking stupid. Alright, well. We can add Ouija to the title of things we discussed today. Because we did go in on Ouija for like a solid 15 minutes or so.
It's just, there's just so much
There's so
content.
Just take like
I just remember that one from like the bad one from 2014, but apparently they're just everywhere.
You want to know what's the most used subtitle for any movie? Revelations. How many movies do you think are called Revelation or Revelations? And I'm not talking about the book of.
I can already think of I know there's a Resident Evil movie called Revelations.
There's a Silent Hill one too.
All
right.
Yeah,
well, here,
there's a lot.
I'm just gonna throw this out real quick. Revelations, not to be confused with Revelations 2012, Revelations 2002, Revelations 2001, Revelations 1994, Revelation 2013, Revelations 2014, Revelation 2018, Fallout Revelation 2016, Revelations 2009, Blade Runner Revelations 2018, Revelations 1997, Revelations, it just keeps going, Revelation 1955, it goes all the way back to the 50s. A young communist discovers the power of faith. That is the storyline of the 1955 Revelation.
That sounds like the 50s.
By Mario Costa. Oh, dude, you want to... I watched a 50s movie... Or no, it was a 1962 movie called The Manchurian Candidate. And I just love the way they portrayed communists in that movie. Also, Frank Sinatra's in it. Can I show you the fight scene from The Manchurian Candidate with Frank Sinatra doing, like, kung fu and shit? Hang on. You got to see this. Frank Sinatra's acting is actually really solid in the movie. But the this fight scene... Ooh. I'm glad they were like, we should probably get someone who actually fights to choreograph our fight scenes. Like, in the future. Obviously, at this point, they were like, fuck it. We got Frank Sinatra for like 5 minutes. What do we do with him? Make him fight.
Right.
Make him kung fu fight some guy.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. I do love this fight scene, though. Also, Frank Sinatra permanently broke his pinky finger during this scene.
Oh,
Right here.
Ow!
Raymond doing with his hands? How did the old lady turn into Russian?
It's always the Russians.
Oh no. Frankie, no.
Get him, Frank. Oh! Watch him break the table.
What?
God damn it. I love the lack of music, too. That really helps with this scene.
I really feel the intensity.
He just threw my friend Frankie.
What was Raymond doing with his hands?
Oh, God.
The, like, wrestling fucking dive punch.
How did the old lady turn into Russian? What was Raymond doing with his hands? What were you doing there? What was Raymond doing with his hands? What were you doing there?
Oh, God. What was that? You were right. Just, the lack of music was just so jarring. It's just like,
I mean,
why?
that can be effective in the right picture, but there, it was just hilarious. Because it's just, he's got...
And the Chinese guy making the most stereotypical noises. No, like anytime he got punched too, he was just like, huh. It was just like, what?
Also-
Why?
I just gotta correct you real quick. He was Korean.
Oh, my bad.
This wasn't during the Korean War, so it was all... His name was Chun Jin. He's Korean. But the Chinese were involved, so I'll give you that. The Russians, the Chinese, and the Koreans were all involved, as far as I know.
I'm sorry, I'm not very brushed up on my the Manchurian Candidates lore.
Yeah, you're missing out, man, because there's some... Janet Leigh is in that movie for 3 scenes, and she does almost nothing.
Just
I mean,
there.
she's like your typical, you know, the white blonde actress that everyone loved during this time period.
Mhm.
But man, I feel she was really underutilized in that movie because literally she shows up. She has one really dialogue-driven scene,
Mhm.
and then every other time she shows up, she's just kind of there and listens to Frank Sinatra talk, and then Frank Sinatra leaves, and we go wherever he goes. And I love Janet Leigh, so I was like, man, was she underpaid or something, or did she want too much for the movie, so you just cut a bunch of her lines? Did you edit out her lines? Was she actually saying things? And you just edit it out so it looks like she's just sitting there the whole time.
Way up.
What happened here? Director of the Manchurian Candidate, if you're still around, hop in my Twitter DMs. Let's find out if he is still around, actually.
Oh, God.
See if he's still doing stuff. I actually didn't look into that. I watched a movie last night. It was called Ruthless People. Danny DeVito was in it. And so was Bette Midler. This movie had 3 directors.
Well,
So, needless to say, oh no, the Manchurian Candidate director died in 2002.
so close.
Unfortunate. Excuse me.
He could have been here.
We could
just
have
barely
got him
missed
on the
the
podcast. You know who I do want to get on this podcast? Elise.
Elise.
Yeah. She interviewed me, so I want to interview her back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like a vengeance kind
Well.
of thing, except we just interview each other back and forth constantly.
Well, network.
Oh, well,
Get
I
with her
mean,
on
we,
that.
we follow each other on Twitter, and we talk pretty much every day, so that shouldn't
Well.
be too difficult.
Get
Unless
on
it's
that
just
shit.
something she doesn't want to do. In which case, that's also fine.
That's not
Um,
fine. We
shut up,
force
bitch.
her on.
Oh, yeah.
We'll find every possible person and we'll drag him onto this podcast.
Oh, yeah. I want to interview... Can we get the entire population on the Earth on this podcast?
Oh, God.
I want to break a record. Yes, every single person on Earth on this podcast at once. Can you imagine? Like I ask a question and then just like 3 billion fucking answers pour in from everyone.
Oh no.
My autism couldn't take that. I would die. I would literally kill myself. So moving on to the next topic. Tim's topic. Oh no. Deadlines.
Oh yes, yes.
Go
I
ahead.
brought this up because I was watching some weeb shit, you know, like I usually do.
Of course.
And it's called Darling in the Franxx. And it's made by the same, or it had the same studio as, do you know Gurren Lagann?
Gurren who?
Oh no.
No, sorry, you cut out.
Oh, Gurren Lagann?
Oh yeah, that Vietnamese French movie, right?
What?
What?
No.
No, I know what you're talking about though. Go ahead.
But so it's made by the same people as them.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is that apparently that studio just, I'm not sure if they just did this intentionally, if this was done on the final board, but overall in Darling in the Franxx, it felt like the ending just felt like this, they were just like, oh no, we only have 24 episodes. What do we do for the last 3 episodes? Because you know, like how in Gurren Lagann, the entire first season, the entire first 24 episodes of the first season is dedicated just to like them doing stuff on Earth.
Right.
And then just trying to get free or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like in the second season it just overhauls and cranks the dial up to like 50 to what's going on using freaking galaxies as weapons
Yeah, of
and all
course.
that shit.
The class.
But in Darling in the Franxx, it's it's pretty much the same premise sort of, in the sense that like humanity is trying to like, you know, reclaim the planet or whatever. There's like an alien species on their planet now. And except the thing is that in the last like 3 episodes, they just decide to go, oh, well, I mean, we want this particular ending. I don't think we can discuss it that well, or we can present it that well enough. But you know what? We're going through it anyway, because in the final episode, within its 24-minute runtime,
Mm-hmm.
there's a 2-year gap,
Oh shit.
or there's like a 1-year gap, and then there's a 2-year gap, then there's like a 30-year
Oh
gap,
fuck.
and you're just like, what is going on?
Oh shit.
And I'm not, and in the sense, it's just like, it's sort of in the sense, and it goes into the scale sort of like, oh, intergalactical space battles and all that. But the thing is that it's totally unwarranted because everything was on Earth up to this point, and you're just like, what? What?
I mean, it's like when anything just goes to space, right? I think we've had this discussion before, but like Jason X,
Mm-hmm.
literally Friday the 13th in space.
Yeah.
One of the worst things to ever happen. Oh, and Hellraiser Bloodline does it as well. Goes into space.
Didn't Dino Crisis?
Yes, it fucking did. God damn it. Dino Crisis 3 went into space after the first 2 were totally set in what I would call reality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as real as you can get with fucking dinosaurs walking around and goddamn time machines and shit. But
I mean, for me, it didn't ruin the show, but like, it's just like, how does this pacing go through? And it's like, the only way I can ever explain it is just like, oh, the production crew was just like, oh,
it goes out
fucked
tomorrow.
up.
What? But I'm not even done doing the graphics yet. All I have is this drawing on a piece of paper. Ship it. What? You heard me, boy. Ship it. But I take
But it's
pride in
just-
my... No, shut up. We gotta make money. We're not gonna get those commercials waiting on you to finish your goddamn drawing.
But yeah, it just goes totally like, it reveals that the main leader of their, like, the humans were aliens all along, and I don't know, man. It was just sad because it was thoroughly enjoyable. It's like, because the main premise of the show was like, it had giant mechs or whatever, and they were piloted by like boy-girl pairs, and everyone memes it. They're just like, oh, it's mechs except if they were piloted by sex.
Mm.
Or in its case, there's a lot of glory shots of because if you ever look up a picture of Darling in the Franxx, you'll just immediately understand why it'd just be like dismissed
One
as just being
second.
stupid fan service. Oh no!
Doo-doo-doo. Google images.
Look up Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, never mind. I already see.
Piloting sort of
Oh
scene.
no, I see. I already see. Of course you can do this. We can do this. She says that she's bent over and he's got these reins and whatnot. I see the concept.
Yeah, there's a lot of innuendos in the first few episodes that I couldn't help but laugh at. But surprisingly, later on to the show, it actually sort of like it gets really good and like sort of like because they're all kids, right?
Mhm.
They're sort of like bred as child soldiers. But the thing is like they don't understand how regular kids like sort of like grow up into like adolescence and
Right.
dealing with hormones and all that. And it's interesting to see like how teenagers would react or like how they would act in general if that was the case.
Right.
And it was good commentary. There's even the scene where like they start two of the main cast get together and they actually want to like start a family and something happens and they get torn apart or whatever. But then it's just like the last four episodes where they were just like, oh yeah, we want aliens. We're putting aliens, and there's nothing you can do about it. And we're just like, please, it was
don't
decent.
do this.
It's good. This is good. Just wait,
I
wait.
was,
Get like
I
it's
was
a very
enjoying it.
It was a very popular show. I'm pretty sure you could get greenlit for another season. And you could pad everything out there.
Deadlines suck. Just want to throw it out there. Every time I go to look at a film festival,
Mhm.
which I am thinking of submitting to film festivals, by the way.
Mhm.
But every time you go to look at one, you're usually too late because it'll be like, yeah, we already it's time to submit is already up, so
Well,
fuck yourself. And I'm just like, oh, shit, I then. Except for this one that I found,
Okay.
the Santa Fe Film Festival,
oh,
which is accepted, but I'm not gonna do it this year because I don't want to have to pay the late fee because the fee does change according to what time period you go into. But I am gonna shoot for the Santa Fe Film Festival 2020.
shit.
I'm gonna shoot to be in that. I'm actually planning on adapting an H.P. Lovecraft story. Actually,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
the terrible old man.
oh, I think I vaguely remember hearing about that. I think
Like
there
I
was like a
said,
game.
I've been listening to a shit ton of audiobooks recently, so and that story came up, and I was like, I could film that. It's not really that complicated. They don't even detail the murder part, so I don't even have to show that. I just got to show some mangled corpses. I can do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And
Well,
I,
I mean,
and I
what-
hate
when-
and I was gonna say I hate in a film when you can tell that they had the they have basically where they're shooting for like the day, so that,
Yeah.
and they only have it for a certain amount of time. Because like I said, in Dog Day Afternoon, I remember sitting there going, that ending sure did feel rushed. Oh, they only had like 10 minutes to film there. No wonder. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
it's just unfortunate whenever a show or any kind of movie, and it's because like I said, I don't despise the show now because
Right.
of its ending.
Right.
I still enjoyed it. It was like there
Well,
was
I
like
hate
some
it.
emotional cues. Oh
No,
god,
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
there's like some emotional cues they tried to touch on in the last episode, and they just sort of like missed just because of how much they rushed it. But
Right.
it is unfortunate because, and it really speaks, man, to how industrialized Hollywood has become. With
Yeah.
deadlines.
Yeah, no,
And
true.
just forcing crappy movies down our throats.
Yeah.
And I think we should burn it to the ground, man.
I think we should just kill everyone in Hollywood. Start over completely, and I'll be the ruler, so it'll be fair. Wink, wink.
I think that's a little biased.
No, I was thinking earlier about how hard it would be for me in a situation where I said to my actors the other day, I said to them, it's times like this I wish I had, a crew
Mm.
and a set and a backing company that gives me all the money I need to produce the things I want to do. What a shame. But I was also thinking of, time constraints when you're filming on a studio lot, or when you're filming in a place where they've given you permission to film there, but only for a certain amount of time. So you're sitting there in the middle of the scene, all of a sudden you hear, "Hey jackass, I'm closing the store in 20 seconds." So you're like, yeah. So
I need to get so much done. Plus,
kill him. What?
oh,
Kill the store
we're
owner.
taking
He
the
can't-
store.
He can't close the store if there's no one to close it. Get him. They like tie him down. We're filming. We're filming for as long as we
Can't
goddamn
stop
want
this.
to. And I'm gonna go fuck your wife.
Oh,
How you like that shit?
I think that's a little unnecessary.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Tim. You're just an actor. You don't have an opinion.
Wait, what?
You have whatever opinion I tell you to have.
Oh no! I think that's points against you ruling future
Shut the fuck up.
Hollywood.
Don't ruin this for me.
I think you already ruined it for yourself.
I saw this article the other day that hang on, let me get it so I can read the headline to you. It made me laugh though. Scrolling. Oh, there it is. Society is turning exactly into what I think. No, it says society is turning into exactly what I bet the book 1984 is about. So just like he hasn't read the book.
Mm.
But the whole
Oh.
article is like he hasn't read 1984, but he's guessing.
Yeah.
This is what it's like in the book. This is the exact type of shit I'm sure they talk about in George Orwell's classic novel. Oh, and he got his name wrong even. He called him George Orville. I was reading that and I was like,
What?
what? And then I was like,
That's
oh
wrong.
no, he's getting it wrong on purpose. And he wrote, in 1984, when George Romero originally wrote the book.
Oh
I
no.
love it.
Well,
That shit is hilarious.
GG.
The novel's catchphrase, "The big boss is watching us."
Oh,
Big brother, big boss.
Yeah.
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 Doesn't seem as funny now as it did when the book came out 32 years ago, does it?
Well, I am Big Brother, so.
And
I
if
don't
what
really-
my old weed dealer told me about the book is true, I think it might as well be titled 2016 because we're living it. It's fucking crazy
no.
out there. Drones, GPS tracking, then I say. Need I say more? 1984 or 2016? Huh. I can't see any difference.
Oh no.
And I'm pretty sure
damn
the
it.
book says, remember this. Once you give control away, it's gone forever. It doesn't matter if it's been given over to the people or to technology. You are now at their mercy. This is beautifully shown in the last scene of the book when they asked the supercomputer Hal to let Dave back in from outer space, and Hal simply responded, "I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid Dave's not here, man."
What?
Wake up, people.
What? When you gotta bait pretentious people. That's all that is, just
Oh,
bait.
hang on. Someone down here actually believed it. Oh, he deleted his comment. Oh, say it ain't so. Someone said, Thomas, this is a satire article. Learn to spot them. Damn it. I wanted to see Thomas's comment so
shame.
bad now. He's probably like, it sounds like you haven't even read the book, all right? And if you had, you know that, number one, George Orwell wrote it, okay? And also, it wasn't even released in that year. So, like, you're stupid, and you probably don't even know what the 10 minutes 8 is. It's 2 minutes, you poser.
God damn it.
That's coming from a guy who actually hasn't read 1984 as well.
Same.
So, has anyone actually read 1984?
I
Or
don't
do
even
we just
believe.
talk about it?
It's not an actual book, it's a conspiracy,
You
dude.
literally buy a copy of 1984 and it's just blank. Like everyone just
I
pretends.
told you.
Oh yeah, man, that's a great book. Like, it really, it's a great warning. You're like, I gotta check this out. You open up I have a copy of it somewhere. I bought a copy of it because I was like, I want to read it. I bought a copy of it, and I haven't read it, and now I don't know where it is. So now I can't even read it if I want to.
How can I be how can I have knowledge?
How will I ever know how to hate my government?
Big brother, you hit us again.
So
It's all their fault.
I've been listening to 2001: A Space Odyssey
Oh,
on Audible.
and how has that been?
Excuse me. Dick Hill is my narrator, and it's been pretty good. Because the thing about everyone's like, oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey is such a hard movie to interpret and whatnot, but if you literally read the book, it tells you everything that happens in the movie, because the book was written alongside the movie. So.
Welcome to the If You'd Only Read the Book podcast featuring Tyler.
So, yeah, basically anyone who doesn't like Harry Potter just hasn't read the books, so.
I just don't like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. If she died, I wouldn't celebrate it, but I wouldn't be upset either.
I would feel neutral,
I'd be like,
as I am
Huh.
with everything else.
that's crazy. Unlike when the drummer for Pantera died, and I was like, no. No! So,
Oh, God. There's two modes, either just utter indifference or
just completely, no.
hysterical.
No!
Why did this have to happen?
I'm trying to remember what Pro ZD video I'm thinking of that
Oh,
no comes
no.
from.
Oh, there. I mean, it's probably.
There's
He does
a
a
very
lot of,
specific one where
tropes.
he says it with exactly that cadence. Oh, I found it. I found it.
Shit.
And I'm gonna bring it.
You know
No,
the most
no, stop it! Stop it! The Happy Time Murders looks like the possible worst thing I've ever seen in my life,
No.
and I wish YouTube would stop showing me ads for it. Okay, I sent it. We're gonna view this together real quick before
Alright.
continuing this podcast, just because I love the no in this video.
Alright, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Archibald, no!
No. No! I'm glad all of us can be the best of chums, and nothing will ever change that.
Nice shot, Lysander.
You thought that was a nice shot. You have no idea.
Son of a bitch.
Lysanderoth, your contributions to this party are greatly appreciated. Think nothing of it, Archibald. This journey has only just begun. Motherfucker!
Damn it.
Mother. Same. That's me.
Such a good voice.
Just every interaction with Albert Wesker in Resident Evil 1. I
Motherfucker.
think we should split up. Oh yeah, you think that, you piece of shit?
You would think that.
Yeah, so you can go to your fucking lab and garner your fucking powers, you cocksucker. Slick back hair, wearing sunglasses indoors, motherfucker. Sexy
You
ass
can't
voice.
hide anything from me.
Fucking handsome body. Fuck you, Albert Wesker.
No.
You sexy son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Damn you for being so handsome and also being evil at the same time.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Cut it. Turn it off! He's going all homo on us now.
Don't worry. We'll use the good old.
Oh yeah, we've got
electric
electroshock
chair will sort
therapy
him out.
in the next room actually. If you would just want to head over there real quick. So, our next topic: killing God.
Oh. Oh. Rhetorically or metaphorically or.
So when God comes down to earth
Hmm.
to punish us for our sins,
Mhm.
you know, and take all the good people to heaven, how are we going to kill him?
It's an assassination plot.
Yes. I want
I
to
always-
discuss with you how we plan to kill God.
I
when he comes
always-
down here to take us to hell.
I remember back in whenever I was first like learning about Revelation and all that stuff that goes on. And this is like diverting a little bit, but because you know like how it says the Antichrist will like show up or whatever. And I'm just like, How are you not expecting every Baptist in the South to not go to the Middle East and just murder?
Unless he, you know, we kind of gotta. Is God going to be our size, or is he gonna be like fucking, you know, giant? We're gonna have to do some like Spider-Man versus Mysterio shit.
Well, the thing about Revelation is that like everything's like it's just really weird because they explain like there's like huge battles and stuff going on, and you're just like, is this Earth scale? Because I know some guys with some shotguns who could probably be helpful.
Can we kill God?
I'm not sure. You know, it's just is there
I
like a
wanna
special
kill God.
process? Maybe if we like,
What is
I don't
God's
know.
weaknesses?
how can we critically hit him?
Yeah, where's his weak spots?
I
Ooh,
mean,
Achilles heel.
oh,
Hit him in the Achilles
just,
heel.
just hit him there.
And
If he's just down here
oh damn.
to abide.
Or like,
That's
what's everyone's weakness is the real question.
oh. Well,
That's right,
you know,
communism.
we just turn everyone communist.
We just start reading the manifesto in front of him, and he's like, "No,
No,
please. I can't take it. I can't bear
no, we
it."
just use like an air cannon to fire a copy at his head.
Fire a copy at his Achilles heel. Full circle. Full circle, everyone.
Is that the official canon way he'll die?
Yes. In the next Bible, they're going to talk about how a dude named Tyler and a dude named Tim
Bible 2.
kill the Bible too. Christ harder.
How many, I think the Catholic Church is already knocking down my door.
Oh shit, not again.
I already told you I don't
Third
have
time this
any more.
week. I don't have any more money. You didn't put anything in the offering bowl this morning. You think I didn't see that, you little shit? Give me your shoes.
I don't got any more nephews to give to you.
That's how priests go around and mug people. You think I didn't see you not put in the offering bowl this morning? Oh well, Father, I'm not working right now, so you know, give me your shoes. What?
What?
Give me your fucking shoes.
Oh, no.
You're given to God. Given to God whether you want to or not.
Why does he need my shoes?
Because I see you out here not putting the offering bowl, but you got those new shoes on. Give me them fucking
They're not-
shoes.
They're not new.
Give me
got
the
them
shoes
like
before
5
I
years
break you,
ago.
boy. I'm gonna
Oh.
lend you to God in a few seconds. You understand me?
Oh,
Knock the wind
no.
out of your chest.
What?
Have you not seen that video
No.
where it's that fucking preacher talking about punching that kid in the chest
What?
because he got smart with him?
I mean, what?
This guy was like, I lended that boy to God for a few seconds. I lended him to the Lord. And he was saying this was like, what is it called? The teenage church that the teenagers go to?
I don't know. It's like youth group.
Yeah, it was youth group. So this was probably like a fucking 16-year-old. He fucking, wah!
So calm down. Cease.
You want to get smart
Chill.
again? You want to get smart with God again?
Oh,
Next time
no.
that'll be your mother. Won't it, Sally? Oh, please marry me again. Yeah, that's what I thought, you little bitch. Get smart with God again. Get smart with God again.
It just reminds me of when Sorrow did like the R / beggars can't be choosers.
Oh boy, my favorite.
And there was one guy who messaged this like editor or Photoshop guy. He was like, "Hey, can you make me a what you call it? An emblem or an
Like a
icon?"
logo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and he
it's
was
like-
asking him to do it for God.
Yeah. If you're saying no to me, you're basically saying no to God?
I mean, why don't you call up God and have him make you a logo then?
It's just so bad.
Shout out to, that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. Because knowing my luck, I actually could get people to do stuff for me around this town.
Oh, shit.
I am
You just gotta-
Jesus Christ the Second. Do you understand me? I'm gonna
Oh,
get a
no.
fake ID. Jesus Christ the Second. That's how I get into clubs.
What?
even though I'm actually
Yeah,
22.
Yeah, I'm supposed to take you all up, but I just want to chill a
I'm here
bit.
to bless all these people. So if you could just let me in real quick, and I go in there like gun down everyone in the club.
God. Sending them to heaven, one bullet at a time.
Can we make that a skit? Can we make that a skit where Jesus shoots up a nightclub?
That's how he's. Oh,
I was about to say.
what do you think that shooting in Florida was?
Oh,
Tyler?
you fucking did it. I was gonna do it, but you actually did it, and he was Muslim, so it doesn't work. All right, that was all of the.
Thank God.
I was gonna censor myself on that one too. You fucked up. You fucked. You could have been like, yeah, Todd, could you turn off my mic real quick? And I'd be like, oh yeah, sure. Nah, you just came out and said it. Jesus shot up the nightclub in Florida. I mean, I was gonna say it too, but I was gonna fucking do it under wraps.
If you're gonna put yourself out there, you gotta
Under
gotta
wraps,
go
like
all the
Jesus.
way.
You know what I'm saying? Or, wait, no, he wasn't a mummy.
That's your only comment.
That's-
Actually, no, he wasn't.
Yeah, he biblically that's incorrect. Unless we're going off of Tom McAllister's Bible, which if you haven't read that yet,
Oh no.
it's a hell of a ride. Vincent shows up, Hunter S. Thompson's there, Tim's there too, just to be like, I don't believe in this, and then he leaves.
I like that with the female actress in that movie.
Yeah,
It
you
was
have
really
one scene, you're
wasted
just
in
like,
that.
I don't believe in this. Then he just walks out.
I'm just like some guy. You can't say
see
like
all of it
fast food
happen. You see Jesus come back and you're just like, that's false.
Cool. That's
I'm
wrong.
I'm out this bitch.
This is wrong.
God
You,
damn it.
you. Where's the wires?
Is this a prank, bro? Is FouseyTube gonna step out any second? Tell me all about my energy? Where is he?
You'll hear about this on my blog.
Did you see that Drake actually did an interview regarding FouseyTube?
Did he?
He did.
Oh, did he?
It may have been a meme or something, but basically Drake was like, yeah, I never heard of that guy before until now. So.
But they looked into each other's eyes. Man.
Drake understood my energy, man. I literally fucked Drake in the ass in that.
Oh no.
Now, that's the kind of claims I'd go around making, because that'd make Drake show up real quick,
Oh no.
so that he could get my number probably.
Oh.
I hate Drake. In case I haven't made
Same.
that clear in this podcast, I think his music's boring.
Shit.
I think he perpetuates a lot of bullshit, and I think he's kind of a hypocrite. And I want to punch him in his stupid face.
I am actually sort of indifferent to him because I don't bother to follow him. So
I don't follow him. He just keeps showing up. I'm in a Kanye West good posting group, and he's there. He won't leave me alone.
he just keeps on showing up.
I'm just trying to shit post in peace.
I'm not here for
Leave
Drake.
me alone.
I'm here for Kanye.
Yeah, they keep mentioning it too. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Drake. I think he should die. If you're gonna, why did it have to be X? Why couldn't it be Drake? You know, they were saying that supposedly Drake orchestrated that. He orchestrated
What?
XXX Tentacion's murder, supposedly.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I forget the conspiracy. It was posted on Instagram a while ago. I forget the whole conspiracy theory, but I was just like,
That doesn't make any
I
sense.
feel like he wouldn't waste his time doing that somehow.
Like Drake is like the least gangster.
I know. He was
He's
on
like the most
Degrassi.
like. He's like the most what's it called, like homebound or
family-friendly rapper ever.
the. Did you see the freaking his like most the meme dance? Do you expect someone who did that to
Oh my God.
orchestrate another rapper's death?
I mean, to be fair, Hung Jesus actually
No.
had time to chime. He actually made an entire track about it, so I'm glad we brought this up. He has a tribute to XXX Tentacion on his SoundCloud, so I think we should check that out right now. Actually, should we listen to the? Should we listen to "Kill Myself" on the podcast? We're doing it. Let's do it. Before we move on, let's give Hung Jesus some airtime.
The only place that'll give him a second.
Oh no. Remember Logan played him
Oh yeah.
on his stream. So this is
Alright.
this is Hung Jesus's new hit single, "Kill Myself." It's a new dance. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Awesome.
no.
Check it out. Hell yeah!
It's
All
the
right,
good-
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh
Yo.
yeah, it's Hung
Hung Jesus on the
Jesus.
track.
Yeah.
Follow this one, kids.
Yeah.
All right, this is a new hit dance. All right.
Oh yeah.
Follow me.
Hit it,
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Barely. Now. Watch me. Watch me.
I'm
whip.
watching.
Yeah. Now watch me kill myself. Wait, what?
God.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Watch me kill myself.
You feeling alright, man?
Starts
Kill
going in
myself.
here, guys. Here we go.
I'm sorry. What?
My head is in a noose.
Give me
Hey,
his
man.
neck, dumbass.
Hey, don't yell at him.
I had too much booze.
He's having a hard time. All right?
What is happening?
I want to die.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for the drop, Tim. That's when
Going in.
it's at its best.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Watch. Watch me whip. Now, just watch me. Kill myself. Yeah. This is a new dance for all the college kids out there. Oh hell
Let's
yeah.
face it.
We
Oh,
all want
no.
to die, right? I do for sure. Watch me. Watch
Go
me.
Jesus, hit it.
Watch me. All right, now this is what's gonna sound like when you die. Here we go.
Oh.
This is the way.
How is he killing himself?
No, this is what you hear when you die.
Top 10 jump scares. I just don't. Well, how is he killing himself that he would be like screaming in that much anguish?
I mean, he was being crucified. Jesus.
Oh!
It's not very
well, that-
pleasant.
That's misleading because he that doesn't mean he killed himself. He was killed.
No,
It would be pretty
he was,
hard to
he was crucifying himself.
That's
It's a lot of work.
I.
Have you ever tried to crucify yourself, dude?
I mean,
Think
you
about
can
all
get,
the work
like,
that goes into that.
you can get through 2 nails, but
Debatable.
I think the third one is a little hard.
Have you ever seen Hung Jesus' neck, dude?
Oh no!
Dude's got a long ass neck.
He just what? He just like puts the hammer in his mouth. What?
Yeah, pretty much. And he's just like,
How does he hold it steady?
I
I have so many
I
questions.
definitely wasn't there to assist with that. Because like I said, I'm not associated with Hung Jesus. Once again, to be
2
clear.
completely different people.
Yes, I do not have a long neck. I have a pretty average sized neck, actually.
It's quite stumpy.
What'd you say to me?
Quite. Your
What did
neck
you
is
say
quite
about me?
stumpy. Very stumpy.
Calling me a tree?
Stumpy.
Huh?
Yeah,
You think I'm a tree or something?
like a birch.
So what you're saying is I provide you with oxygen to keep you alive. That's very sweet, Tim. I appreciate that you would say such a sweet thing.
You
on
also
this podcast.
arouse me.
So anyways, Hung Jesus' new mixtape.
Not gonna touch on that one.
No, not even a little bit. What you do in the forest is your business, and I'm not involved.
Damn it.
Should we listen to the Mordecai Murdoch stream theme as well?
I mean,
We already have.
I already
his-
heard it.
What?
I mean, I listened to that on the daily, man.
I haven't heard it yet. So
oh no.
why don't we check it out real quick? Hello.
All right.
I was like, did he
Oh
just,
God.
He just walk out or?
Wait, let me.
This one's
No,
actually
okay.
my least favorite.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, Hung Jesus Mordecai Murdoch stream theme where I tried where Hung Jesus said that he was only going to rhyme one word the entire time. So yeah.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go to twitch.tv/Mordecai Murdoch.
The product placement out of the way fast. That's professional. I like that.
Damn. Hung Jesus.
Oh, damn.
Mordecai Murdoch's in your stream. He's in your dream. The sax will make you cream. Things aren't the way that they seem.
What?
Variety is supreme. He
I can't
gives me
take it.
wet dreams. The sax gleams. He likes ice cream. He's got low self-esteem. And he's coming to your computer stream like a laser beam.
That was a
Yeah,
freestyle.
Hung Jesus on the track. We're making,
That was off
making
the
raps
dome.
about streamers now, apparently. Yeah, yeah,
Here
this
it
one
is.
goes out to Mordecai Murdoch.
Best
Tyler McAllister, something still slightly better than you. Twitch.tv/Tyler McAllister or something. Also,
Hey,
Well,
like, we got a shout out on the Hung Jesus
Mordecai
track.
Murdoch. Be sure to check him out. He rocks.
Does that mean Hung Jesus watches this stream?
Hung Jesus. This man Hung Jesus.
Probably.
Mordecai Murdoch on the
he
track.
watches every
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this beat's taking way too long.
Should we say we're
Outro.
sponsored by
Hurry
Hung
up.
Jesus?
Wasn't supposed to be this long.
I mean,
Come on, hurry up. This is like my
We just
last
got a shout out. He's not paying us.
Oh, you got a point there. He is just a loyal fan.
Oh yeah.
No, it's repeating.
Hung
Why is it
Jesus.
repeating? Stop. Okay. Sorry.
Actually, I think, well, you know, he might be a good fan, and he's making all these up, but he's sort of like the equivalent of Jake Paul, or like Jake and Logan Paul, if you think about it.
What did you say?
That was
about
just a
Hung
whole
Jesus?
entire track dedicated to shilling out.
I mean, he didn't get paid for that though.
But he could have.
So wait. So just the possibility of getting paid automatically makes you a sellout? 'Cause
Yeah.
if that's the case, I've been a goddamn sellout all my fucking life, and so have you for that matter. You
Well,
absolute.
congratulations, us. Me being a sellout just means I'm able to identify sellouts.
Yeah, we're professional sellout identifiers now.
Analysts.
Sellout analyst. Yes, precisely. I just want to announce one of my pet peeves to the world real quick. I hate
Oh shit.
when at the beginning of the video the people are like, be sure to give this a like at the
Oh,
beginning of
no.
the video. Be sure to like, comment, and share. I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't even watched the video yet.
I'll do what I want.
If I do that now, I might hate the video and be like, damn, I really regret giving you that like. Granted, I could take it away pretty easily, but it's still an inconvenience to me. Why are you giving me orders at the beginning of your damn ass video, you damn ass? Piece
do
of
what I
shit.
want.
Cunt. Motherfucking garbage.
Oh god.
Garbage. We didn't do this
You,
shit when I was on YouTube, but now that I left the game, I'm coming back and I'm like, what the I'm like a fucking gangster getting out of prison for the first time in 20 years. I'm
I'm
like,
back.
the shit has changed. We asked for likes at the beginning of the video now? What the hell? We're giving all the swag dudes fucking I can't wait to die, you know? I'm just tired
Oh.
of this shit. Also,
Oh.
I do have something I want to show you from earlier that
Oh no.
I was going through someone's Facebook and I was looking through their pictures
Oh, no.
and needless to say I found some gold that I feel like if I don't share with you, your life will hold less value because of me not showing you it.
I'm concerned.
You should be, because believe me, this is gonna hurt your soul.
Yeah. That's blood in my lungs.
Ah, the pain. I'm dying. For
I
everyone who
haven't felt
can't
this
see
in a
it,
long time.
it's a nice filtered picture of a piece of paper that someone drew on that says Jesus has swag.
After 20 years, universe, you finally did it. You broke me.
Man, I couldn't believe this
Done
shit
did
when I
it.
saw it. I was like, people actually leave this stuff up. She probably forgot she posted it, but I was like, my God.
Oh no.
I was just going through it to see if she's still thick, but I found this instead. So
Whatever
this changed
there
everything.
was, it's been denied.
So, Hung Jesus. His new album cover that I just sent you.
No, no. Oh no! Stop
For
that.
some reason, he spelled. I actually have a Bandcamp set up for Hung Jesus. So when I get enough tracks, I am in fact going to release Back to the Cross
Oh no!
on Bandcamp. So be looking forward to some Christian rap coming out very soon. Very, very soon. So yeah, now that we've officially killed God,
This is how it was done.
yep, this is how it's going to be written in the Bible. Two guys on a podcast. God's in heaven like, oh, the Jesus has swag pick. I can't take
It's
it.
over. It's done.
I'm going to another universe. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm going back to the aliens. You guys are just a bad game of Sims. I'm out this bitch.
I'm loading another one.
I gotta load my last save. This is fucked up. RPG Evolutions. This was your topic.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about it in a literal sense. Like I was just like, is this like about rocket-propelled grenade?
Oh, I thought
like
you
falling.
wanted to talk about the evolutions that I've garnered in Pokemon Go. Today's
Stop.
sponsor.
Stop! I'll kill you!
But we're sponsored, Tim.
No!
We actually are sponsored.
No!
Let,
I'll burn the money!
no, let me talk about our sponsor because we
I'm
actually
killing
have
them
one.
now!
We actually have a
Niantic!
sponsor now.
I'm coming to you!
No, Tim, I'm not memeing. We have a
I don't
sponsor.
care. I don't
We
care.
have a sponsor.
I'm going to them right now.
What?
Going there. I'm in my car right
Oh,
now.
okay. Who's our sponsor?
Pokemon Go.
No, it's not. That's not who our actual sponsor is.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. We have an actual sponsor now. Amazon.com
Oh.
has sponsored this show,
Well, shit.
and if you ever want to, well, not actually this show. They sponsor my blog, but I'm using this to promote my blog that is sponsored by Amazon. So if you go to my blog, themcallisterreview.wordpress.com, you will notice that at the bottom of my reviews, I will usually put a Amazon link relating to whatever I'm talking about. And if you go to that Amazon link and then either proceed to buy that product or really buy anything with my Amazon Associates link, you get a you get a slight discount, and I get payback from you buying the product off of Amazon. So,
Ooh.
and I'm going to do a weekly movie recommendation with a little special link attached to it.
Oh, shit.
So let me go ahead and put that in the chat currently. If you go to, this is for the DVD for the Manchurian Candidate,
Hey.
which we've been talking about. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you pussy fucking me right now, computer? Why? Thank you. If you go to that link, I'm going to go ahead and post it in the Discord too, because God knows I need the clicks. If you go to that link, and you buy anything after you follow that link, then you are able to support the show. So thank you.
Oh, shit.
There you go. That was our sponsored message for the episode.
Well, you're a sponsor.
Shut
I'm
up,
not getting
bitch.
paid.
We share this.
What? Where's my money?
I haven't gotten any yet, so
Where's my money?
encourage people to follow that link. Although I have
know
gotten
you're right.
5 clicks.
Oh, jeez.
So cool.
Someday. Sometime.
When someone buys it, it'll come back to me, and I will cream my pants. So thank you so much. Anyways, RPG Evolutions.
Mhm.
So yeah, I caught let me see, in Pokemon Go. I have a
Here I
Nemo.
was about to talk about one of the most classic RPGs ever. And then you over there.
So I got this Snorlax the other day, and no, go ahead. I'm memeing.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know what you mean. But,
So I got this. I actually.
But, I have been playing.
Yeah, Pokemon
old.
Go. Okay, the joke's done. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry.
Nope.
No, I'm finished.
Come on. It's out of here.
No, Tim, you gotta come back. It's the joke's over. I promise.
It's too late. The suitcase is already packed.
No, it's fine. Just sit back down. You know.
I'm going to find another podcast.
It's okay. Just the meme is over. You can sit down and do your thing.
I'm
now.
going. No, it's too late.
Come on, you can please,
I'm out of here.
please.
Nope, it's too late.
Please.
You betrayed my
So
trust.
Pokemon Go.
Oh my.
I mean, since you're leaving anyway.
Well,
No, go ahead. Go forth with your RPG evolutions and whatnot.
but I sunk 12 hours into Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars game.
Right.
I also only realized the other day how many trademarks are in this game's title, because it's Star Wars trademarked, Knights of the Old Republic trademarked, and then its sequel, I think it's Star Wars trademarked, Knights of the Old Republic trademarked 2, the Sith Lords trademarked.
Hey man, lawyers are all on that ass. They gotta hold their own.
But I'm playing through the first one, and I gotta say, like, it's still an enjoyable game, and it was definitely, revolutionary for its time. But it does also make me appreciate how much the RPG genre has evolved.
So what
Over
we're
the-
basically saying here is RPGs suck. And
Yeah.
we don't get why people keep playing them. No, continue. I think I've played
But,
that one too, but I don't think I ever really. Let me check my Steam library. Continue.
But just like overall, it's still a fun game. The combat system is
Oh, yeah.
difficult and
I have that
sometimes
exact
irritating.
game. Continue.
But it's still still enjoyable, and all the quests are interesting, and the main topic is all cool Star Wars sci-fi, going out killing things, being the good guy
Mm-hmm.
or the bad guy if you choose. But there's just some key aspects where I'm just like, wow, if this was a more modern game, this would have been a pretty cool event.
Right.
Except it's because basically the game sort of like, I don't know, just sort of like ruins. Like I'll touch on the tutorial later. We talked about that pre-podcast, but
Right.
there's one scene where you travel to a different planet, right?
Mhm.
And you walk out and you get like everything sorted out, and some guy walks up to you. He's just like, "Hey, we're here to deliver these things to you." And you're just like, "What? I just got here. These aren't mine." He's like, "Well, they're yours now." And
I love
you
when
go
that
back
happens.
into your ship, and you see like a bunch of these like weird like alien cute creatures running around your ship.
Uh-huh.
You're just like, what's going on? Why are you here? And you get some options. You can either like pet them.
Shove it up
Kill
the
them.
keyhole.
No. No.
What do you mean no? I played the game. That's what I did.
With mod, you had a pretty spicy mod.
Yep, you caught me there. The P-hole mod 2018. Anyways, continue.
Oh, no. But I will say overall in the game, the interactions with like you gain like a whole posse of characters to accompany,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of them are just pretty lackluster because really it's like relationship system or just like getting to know your fellow like characters
Right.
is pretty underwhelming because all you ever do is like walk around, and if you accomplish something, then they'll just be like, "Oh, hey, let's talk about this thing," and you can pretty much sum them all up to being just, "Hey, let's talk about this thing." "Oh, now I don't want to talk about this thing."
Mm.
Then you complete something, and they're just like, "Hey, let's talk about this thing again." You're just like, can you not? It doesn't feel natural. And because like going back to that thing is that, or like with the whole creatures running around your ship, is that you get like a dialogue option where you can ask them what to do about those things, but all they literally do is just like 8 different variations of just like, "No, I don't. Go do whatever you want." And you're just like, "Wow, thanks for your input. I'm so grateful that I keep you around for nothing except to kill people, apparently." And it's just overall, I feel like if it was in a more modern game environment, or just like if it was taken up by, I don't know, just like something else, it could have been something cool, have fun scenes of your crew trying to get rid of these things and them failing comedically, because it's definitely supposed to be come off as a comedic event.
Right.
I mean, you just like land somewhere, then all of a sudden you have a bunch of cute, weird aliens on your ship, and you're just like, what the hell do I do with them? But it really took it out whenever everything was just like any possible interaction that would have made the crew, fun or interesting was just like, nah, get out of here. And at that point, I'm just like, why even bother having that option? What was the point? You literally just put this here just so they can all tell me no? And not one of them has any input worthwhile? I don't know, I felt like a more modern game developer, or just like having, I mean, in a sense it could have been like, oh, they just didn't have the ability to like do something about it.
Right.
Because it's like a 1998 game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like a more modern setting, there could have been like countless different scenes where it could have been pretty fun,
Mm-hmm. Some
And
camp.
I mean, hell, and it's definitely it came out as an option that was totally useless, because there's another random event too, because apparently there's a stowaway on your ship.
Right.
You get this droid, and apparently he's really good at translating stuff. And I didn't have him at the time whenever I discovered the stowaway,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just like, okay, I got him. So no one else is apparently caring about the stowaway, but apparently I got this droid that can translate stuff, so I should be able to handle this girl who doesn't speak the same language. And nope, he's just like, oh, cool, okay, bye. And I'm just like,
Do I have
why?
the option to kill everyone?
I guess it's just like back then. Maybe it wasn't just like, maybe it was limitations, or just like, I guess developers just didn't have the foresight of having characters be fun and react to stuff that's actually going on.
Right.
I mean, aside from like, there's like different quests that you do that they'll have like reactions and they'll put their input, but
Mhm.
like overall, they're just like, if it's anything else,
I am here.
it's just like,
I am a character.
exactly. And it's aside from, and they even like encourage like after every trip, try to talk to your characters, because that just means you'll get more exposition on their backstories.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently time passed and they're willing to talk to you about stuff. It's just overall, I think it could have been done a lot better. Just really a lot better.
Well, here's an idea, Tim.
Hmm.
Why don't you remake the game
I will.
now?
Well, give me
Right
money.
now. No,
I'll
no.
do-
In this, I want you to finish it before the podcast is over, and that's all the time you get.
Oh, this is the callback, huh? To the deadlines.
What?
This is the callback to deadlines.
The who?
Oh my god. I will.
No,
Just-
seriously,
I'll
I'm making
expose
the
you
entire
right
game right
now.
now. Or,
I'm exposing you right
I'm-
now.
Or I'm banning you. You're exposing me. What did I do?
Yeah, like how you're saying we're not associated with Hung Jesus?
Tim, don't do this.
Well, guess what Tyler's Discord name is?
Oh, go ahead. Tell them, Tim.
It's Young Jesus.
Exactly. It's young Jesus.
Is Young Jesus.
He's hung Jesus.
Oh,
You
fuck.
fool!
No! I've been baited!
It's all a trick. Would you consider this War of Mine to be an RPG game?
I have heard about it, but
Have you played it?
no.
Okay.
Isn't it more linear, though?
Debatable.
Debatable.
Yeah, because you have like, you have a city that
Mhm.
is laid out, and you have your home, which you stay in, and then you have
Oh,
to
wait.
choose a number of different places to go to scavenge at night.
Okay. I had it mixed up with a different one.
Oh, okay.
That was, But, I mean, yeah, in a sense.
Sometimes you
you're
just gotta
like
kill
having-
everyone, you know?
You do have, like, different interactions with other characters,
Yeah,
and
you make choices.
decisions. I mean,
It affects the end of the game too, for what happens with your character. For example, I killed myself
oh,
after surviving the war because I couldn't live with the guilt of letting Austin and Matthew die.
oh no.
They just
Well-
passed away, and then I stayed alive for the final days. These motherfuckers even like raided my house, and I was like, I want to kill all you bitches.
No.
And it was pretty much my vengeance. So I just raped and pillaged my way through the war. It became a war of its own, essentially, because I was just murdering, fucking everyone.
This
After
war
war,
of yours?
My guy was like, I can't live with myself.
No.
Little old bitch. Look at what Vincent does every day, and somehow he continues on. He's got a wife and kids.
He's a high-functioning psychopath.
He
so
is that. Apparently, my character in this war of mine couldn't cut it.
he's a little bitch.
He was a little pussy. Not like our Lord and Savior hung Jesus.
He's a fan. Why are you praising him?
I mean, well, we're friends, dude. I'm
friends?
slightly associated with hung Jesus.
Will he ever come onto the podcast?
Debatable. You know, he's a very he's on tour right now. Hasn't even dropped his album yet, but he's Jesus, so he doesn't really need to.
Just whatever he
He's
wants.
going around playing churches right now, so
Oh no. Oh no.
they
this
just
is
kind of see his
bad.
name and they don't really know what they're getting, and he just kind of walks in there and fuck the
I
stuff
think
like
he's-
motherfucking Trump starts playing, and
No. Then it all
Everyone's
goes
just like,
downhill.
oh no. Oh, the kindergarten class is there. The Catholic kindergarten class is there.
Oh no.
Fucking stomp like motherfucking Trump. And they're just like, oh yeah, fuck that stomp. Fuck Trump.
Oh no. Yep. This is bad.
Should I make should Hung Jesus make a diss track on
The Catholic Church.
yes.
I
Oh.
mean,
I gotta say, I don't like the fact that your priesties be touching little pee-pee.
oh no. Yep. You're not wrong.
Hire me, Hung Jesus. I'll ghostwrite for you.
I think he already has a ghostwriter.
Does he?
Yeah.
What's his name?
probably. I
Paul
don't
the
know.
Apostle? Paul the Apostle?
No, Judas.
Judas the Jew?
That's not.
No, they gotta have some kind of like name thing. Like he's got Hung Jesus, 'cause Jesus was hung on the cross. And then
I mean,
Paul the
According to
Apostle.
Passion of the Christ, Judas hung himself, so
Hung Judas?
yeah.
Well, Hung's already took though.
I mean, well, the thing is that
Is
there's
that
a bit of
their
difference.
clan thing? They're
Hung clan.
the Hung clan. Fucking
Yeah, before you join the apostles, you're gonna need to change your clan tag.
You need to get hung. Like you need to have a really big dick before you can get in this clan.
Is that what they
That's
call
what
it
it
these
actually
days?
means, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Hung Jesus. Yeah, he's on tour right now. I'd like to have him on the podcast one of these days.
Yeah, he could just Skype from home, it's not that big of
Do
a
you
deal.
want me to get him on the phone? Oh no. Oh no.
Right now.
Oh, okay, there. Okay. Whew. I thought I was having a stroke and my computer went out, so I'm glad it was neither. All right, hang on. Let me call Hung Jesus real quick.
You heard it, folks. Hung Jesus is on this podcast.
Hung Jesus.
It's gonna be,
All right, hang on.
it's gonna be lit. I looked him directly in the eye, man.
I'm literally calling him. Hang on.
We saw each other's energy.
I'm calling him. Attempting to call him.
Fuck it. I'm not a fan.
What?
I have opinions.
What?
I dislike him.
Who do you dislike?
Hung Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he he just says a lot of things wrong. I feel, and you know,
You just hate the truth.
well, you
Piece
know,
of
that's
shit.
beside the truth.
Kill yourself.
But,
Kill yourself.
oh,
I wish you would fucking die.
same.
Okay, I'm calling him again. Hang on.
Please
Picking
enter
up.
your passcode, then press pound.
Oh my.
Who the fuck is this? You're not hung Jesus up. Here, Tim. Oh, hung Jesus is actually here. I'm gonna hand the mic over to hung Jesus now. Here we go.
Oh no.
Tim, you get to interview him. Here you go.
It's really convenient that
yeah,
he showed
hung
up.
Jesus in the house. Yeah.
Wow, you
I heard T-Boy here was calling me, so I just
Yeah,
figured instead of answering, I'd just teleport to his house. So here I am.
oh.
Yeah.
Is that a thing you're able to do?
Yep, I can
Oh,
teleport.
that-
Makes
wow.
touring really easy. For
Gee
me,
willikers.
anyways. Not the other guys, but you know, it's kind of yeah. So I'm here. You wanted me here? I'm here. What am I here for?
Well, you know, I just wanted to know, like, who's your ghostwriter?
You think Hung Jesus has a ghostwriter?
Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Hung
I mean,
Jesus writes
no one
all
can.
of his tracks.
No. That's impossible.
How about
Those
you
bars
shut
are
the
too
fuck
fire.
up?
Oh, okay, you know, I'm just trying to
You
get the
fucking
truth
know
here,
me?
and
Huh?
you're just
You little
you're just being
interviewer,
overly
little
defensive.
podcast, little bitch, huh? You think
No,
you know me?
I urge the audience right now.
I
See
tour
this
the USA.
outward reaction.
I tour the USA. Okay.
See how defensive he is.
People line up to suck me, huh? People doing that for you, you piece of shit podcaster.
see,
Fucking.
He's
Who
just
are
trying
you
to
even?
over.
Who
he's
are
just
you
trying
even?
to overcompensate.
Who are
know?
you?
Sad.
Who are you?
He's such a sad
Who
little
are
man.
you?
Well, Hung Jesus,
I'm not done here.
What?
I'm not done here.
I
Ask your next question.
okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi, of course.
Oh God, he has terrible taste. Jesus Christ.
No
wonder you hung
don't you
yourself.
ever insult our
No
Lord.
wonder those
Don't you
women's did
shut up!
it.
Shut up! Shut your ass up! Don't you ever insult our Lord and Savior Pepsi Man ever again.
What?
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man saved us.
the hell's Pepsi Man?
You don't fucking know Pepsi Man?
No.
No wonder you're retarded. This is the worst interview I've ever had.
At least my songs don't sound like an aneurysm.
You have songs?
No.
I didn't think so. Dumbass bitch. Trying to take credit for something
Oh.
you didn't do, ass bitch. Fuck this guy.
Well, I'm a ghostwriter for
Shut up,
Kanye,
bitch.
so.
Kanye doesn't have ghostwriters. I fucked him. Kill yourself. Okay, just
Well,
keep going, Hung Ji. No, yeah, it was nice seeing you too. Okay. Bye. Well, that was. You
What a
couldn't have done
bitch.
that worse, could you have?
No, I hate him. Stupid.
But wait, you actually don't know Pepsi Man though?
No, actually.
You don't know Pepsi Man?
No.
Hold up. Hold up.
If this is something, if this is Japan's doing,
Oh, it is.
I say we just nuke him a third time just for a reminder.
So we can get Pepsi Man 2.
Oh no.
There was a video game tie-in with this, but this is the origin of it.
Oh no.
Let me know when you're ready for this.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
What is he?
He's Pepsi Man.
What was that mouth?
Just watch.
Oh god. Why does he have a necklace?
Cause he's hip, dude.
Oh god. What even happened?
Just wait. He keeps on giving. He's like AIDS. He just keeps on giving.
I don't.
Do you love it yet, or do you love it?
His mouth terrifies me. Why is he always running?
Because he has to give the people Pepsi, Tim.
I just want to know what his character design team was like.
Hi. Probably.
Oh God. Oh no!
Pepsi, please.
Oh no. Took shots.
Oh yeah, I miss when Coke and Pepsi rivaled each other.
What?
Please don't copyright me, Pepsi.
Stop opening your mouth.
Notice how almost all of them are in English, despite
I
these
know.
only airing in Japan.
I know, I was about to say, I'm just like, why are they just...
What's wrong with Pepsi? Sorry, sold out of Pepsi.
The fuckers. But it's Pepsi Man!
Get out of here.
Can we get a comic book Pepsi Man series, please?
No.
What do I have to do to get them to
Every
bring back
copy.
Pepsi Man?
Oh,
They brought back Crystal Pepsi. What's it gonna take?
I buy every copy just to delete them all.
Shut up,
Or
bitch.
just like burn them.
Pepsi Man. Look, even on Halloween, he's here to save the world. This one's Korean.
What is that? What? Oh. Oh no. Jiggle physics.
I forgot about Pepsi Madam.
Well, I'm just aroused now.
Same. Well, there you go, Tim.
I feel sad.
I think you're better off now. You were missing out
thought I
not
already-
knowing Pepsi Man.
I thought I already hit the bottom, but apparently.
Yeah, now you're back at the top. You're welcome.
Yeah. Sure.
You're welcome. Don't make me get Hung Jesus back in here.
My spirit's already broken.
Hey, man. You needed Pepsi Man in your life. That's what you were missing. You think you need a girlfriend? You think you need to accomplish your dreams? All of that done in one stroke with Pepsi Man.
Oh no! Pepsi Man! No! No!
Not like
I'm a
that.
Coke Man!
Please.
No!
You're just like covered in Pepsi. I'm gonna have acne for weeks.
This is a wooden.
Don't stop!
Oh my god!
I love when they were like Pepsi Man. No, Pepsi Man. No.
It was just so. What?
Nandayo.
Why?
Nandayo Pepsi Man. I love everything about those commercials. Chevy Corvette to Atari.
I still can't get over the fact that Pepsi Madam had just
Oh my
jiggle
god,
fists.
she had tits. It was great,
Ugh.
and a vag to boot.
I just don't understand why they just chose. Okay, we'll give him nothing but a mouth.
Well, that's the thing. Because the cans are the same way.
I don't care.
They just have the logo in one hole.
It's bad.
No.
It's disturbing.
No, shut up and leave him alone. Or from
It
this
looks
day,
like he's on. It looks like a monster in Dead Space.
I'm gonna send you pictures of Pepsi Man every day
Oh my god.
in some way. If you block me on everything, I'm gonna mail them to you. I'm gonna print them out and mail them to you. Put it in some like federal-looking folder. You just open it up. It's just pictures of Pepsi Man. You're welcome.
Why?
I'm glad I could save you, Tim, because you were missing out. What how does it feel to be a changed man?
Sad.
I wanna
And
go
sad.
home. I wanna go home. And you can go home, but Pepsi Man will still be there. He's gonna be in your dreams, because God knows he never left mine.
Oh no.
All those wet
So
dreams.
that explains everything.
What?
What?
I was having flashbacks for a second. Continue.
Oh no.
Sleep paralysis, but it's Pepsi Man standing in the corner of your room.
Just breathing Pepsi into your mouth.
That was the other great part. He did a and Pepsi just was there in a can.
I know. It's
Packaged
just like,
and everything.
is he like breathing out Pepsi, or is he just like?
I think he just creates it out of nothing, like a Pepsi god kind of.
Does he just like puke out Pepsi?
No, he just emulates out of nothing.
Oh.
It's magic.
Nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with his mouth.
And you're automatically drinking it too. So even if you didn't want Pepsi, he could non-consensually give it to you.
Oh God, it's
your
he
worst
can drown
nightmare.
you with Pepsi.
I want to stop drinking it, but I can't. No, please. It's like
I need to
going towards your
breathe.
face. You're like, no, not again. The new interrogation technique in Japan. You're just sitting there in the room, and they're like, "Proceed, Pepsi Man." You're like, "Pepsi Man," and he walks in. You're like, "No, please don't." Oh,
I
God.
did my time.
I literally jaywalked. All I did was jaywalk. I don't deserve
didn't
this
mean
Pepsi
anything.
torture. There were literally no cars except for the cop who ran me over to get me here. Oh wait, this is Japan, not America. Never mind.
Oh God.
Anyways, yeah, you're welcome. I introduced you to Hung Jesus and Pepsi Man in the same podcast. Why? Why are you calling me now? You know what? I'm gonna
No.
answer it. I'm gonna answer it.
No.
Hello?
Special guest.
Hello?
What you call for?
I called because you were supposed to pretend to be Hung Jesus for the podcast, but then you didn't answer, so I had to improvise.
Oh my God.
Do you want to say hi to the podcast before?
No.
No? You don't want to? Well, you're already on it, so.
Well, GG, it's all
This
over.
is awkward. I'm gonna hang up now.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh.
Yes, me.
Gee willikers.
Poor Michaela. She's just trying to sleep. She's 2 hours ahead of us, so.
Just
It's
trying to mind her
almost
own
midnight
business.
over there.
Oh God.
She gets this call from
You
me.
did it for the memes.
Dude, I follow through when I do my memes. Just like when you were like, I expect that to be your next song, and I was like, it will be. And then
Man
I
of
did
your
it.
word.
Yeah. You can't stop me from memeing, my dude. If anything, I've memed too hard.
Oh.
I'm running out of memes.
Far too deep.
Yeah. Deep like my asshole. Alright, Tim, what's going to be the great bit of this podcast?
The great bit.
The great bit.
Well.
Mm-hmm. What? What?
Me dying
Damn.
earlier. Remember I was dying.
But Pepsi Man, though. He saved you.
I don't want to be saved.
Shut up, bitch. Pepsi Man saved you. You know what I'm waiting for?
What?
And I specifically didn't bring this up to you earlier because I knew you would use it against me later on. So I'm waiting for the day that I say "shut up, bitch" to someone, and then they just turn. No one laughs, and the person turns and goes, "No, you shut up, bitch. I won't know what to do. They'll destroy me. My whole existence will fall. I'll be like, no.
It's all over.
It worked every time until now.
My high ground.
What am I gonna do? How will I retaliate? How about you kill yourself, you cunt?
Oh! Wow!
And then everyone will be like, yeah, Tyler, you definitely took that one too far. Like the part where you talked about his nephews, that was kind of unnecessary, you know.
Cross the line, one could say.
I wrote an article about that earlier today.
Oh no.
Hang on, I'm gonna link you the article. And if anyone else wants to about an article,
I sure do love a good
I love a good gubada, you know. It gets me through my day.
I start every morning.
I wrote a nice editorial about how far is too far. So, for my fantastic opinion about that, it is available on the McAllisterReview.wordpress.com. But Tim, I have to propose to you. When do you think too far is too far?
Oh, well, see, I have made a lot of jokes. I have said a lot of things. And in a sense, I guess it's the true intention behind it.
Right.
Because there's a point where I guess where somebody is saying something, it's just like, I don't know, you're just like, it's just really a thin line, you know? Because I've made jokes about events like current events that were happening on the same day. And I'd say it's more like about, like intent, I suppose. In a sense, I guess.
Do you feel like there should be a limit?
I just don't know, because it'd be a very gray line for me personally.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That's basically what I
It's
said
case
in my
by
article.
case.
Of course, I'm just talking about in the article. So, but I suppose it would be case by case too if we're talking about socially, I guess.
Oh well, socially, it's just like
know your
it's sort of like
audience.
reading know the people who are around you, because the jokes I said around people who have known me for years.
Right.
And it's expected. We say
You
we say
wouldn't-
these terrible things to each other all the time.
You wouldn't make a rape joke around a rape victim, for example.
No. Like, I wouldn't just
Maybe
like,
accidentally, but that wasn't the intent. Not speaking
But
from
I-
experience here, to be clear.
Oh no.
Go on.
But it's like I would make these very like dark and morbid jokes around my good friends, but if I
Right.
was in like any public setting where I'm just like having a casual conversation with someone, I wouldn't cross that line unless I know they would be okay with it.
I guess that's where you and me differ.
Hmm.
Because, talking, I guess it really depends, because I will tell anyone that I want to die, but that's such a universally accepted thing now that
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
just
more
fine.
like that's the
But
that's
if I
like
was
the
like,
college
man, I
anthem.
sure do love anal rape, am I right, my guys?
Yeah,
I
then
don't think
people would
that'd
just be like,
yeah, I probably shouldn't say that out in public. It's funny that you mentioned that that's sort of the college student's theme song now, because Hung Jesus actually has a track called Kill Myself that
Mike.
I think you'd show a heavy interest in.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So like we
I'm
listened
getting
to
some kind
the
of
song
deja vu or something right now. Almost like we listened to it earlier.
40 minutes ago.
He's lost. And also, if you read in that article, you'll notice that I propose the movie The Day the Clown Died, which was never released. I propose that I think it would be better received now than it was when they originally went to release it in '72. Because the movie is written and directed by Jerry Lewis, and in it he plays a clown that performs for children in a concentration camp during the Holocaust. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And from what people said about it at the time, the main problem with it was that tonally it was so weird. Because you got the humor at parts that you wouldn't expect the humor, and then it's also very sad as well. Like, if I remember correctly, I think it ends with him huddling the children up together in the gas chamber before they die. So it's I think that it was probably just too much for them to take at the time, but I feel if it was re-released now, I think people would be a lot more accepting of it than they were back then.
Yeah, like definitely with like older crowds too. It's a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Depending on the person.
I had a
of course,
conversation earlier today with someone that I've worked with pretty closely, and I was shocked today because they said they're starting a film production company.
Shit.
And I was like, cool. And I was saying that I wanted to pitch a script to her, and she was like, yeah, sorry, Tyler, we're not really gonna do violence, blood, or guts or any language. And I was like, and then she ended that statement with, we're looking for more content than that.
What?
And I sort of thought to myself, what constitutes as content then? I mean, I can understand in a movie where the gore is just excessive for the sake of being excessive, but
yeah,
I think blood and gore can be necessary in movies.
Yeah.
Like in I Saw the Devil, for example. I feel that the violence and the blood in that movie is very necessary because without the wounds, I wouldn't feel for anyone in that movie. But since it is so violent and so graphic and so realistic, I do feel like it's more impactful than if there was no blood.
I'm sorry to say, but it just sounds like your associate. Just sounds like she's going down Lifetime movie.
Right? That's kind of what I feel like. I feel like she kind of wants to do how the Twilight Zone would, but even the Twilight Zone had violence in it.
Yeah,
there's this one episode where it's literally this husband and wife just beating the hell out of each other for most of it. He literally punches his wife in the face and she flies out a window. Like,
you can tell a story without there being like plenty of conflict, but just to like write it off completely.
Yeah.
Just to act like you're superior, because that's sort of like the sense I got is that she's just like, oh yeah, we just need something with something more, and it's just like, what? Just because?
Let me make sure I'm not misquoting her here. Yeah, she said more interested in content. So I don't know. That just felt really weird to me. Really odd.
It definitely sounded. It sounds pretentious to me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But I also really respect this person, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
Try to downplay whatever she's doing, and I did, and I have been trying to write less violent stuff recently, just because I want to branch into different things and stuff like that. But I don't know. I felt kind of insulted. Like,
oh yeah.
Like I can't write outside of violence. So I don't know.
It's just for me, I didn't get the feel of that. Like the fact that you couldn't. It's just the fact that, like I said earlier, is that she just completely downplayed anything that has any violent medium. Is just not
Which
enough
is really
content.
strange coming from her too, because
God.
of who she is as well. I don't know, but
I mean, it does come down to oh god,
I'm probably not helping my image by releasing Demented Stability, but I do have some not so violent stuff written, some comedy stuff, some more serious stuff. I actually emailed this guy today. He has some scripts that he's trying to get made into films that revolve around people who are not often or are misrepresented in the media.
Oh shit.
Or just misrepresented in movies and stuff. So he wants to pass that off to me, and I'm like, cool, let's do it. And Tiki said, boop. Boop, indeed. Hit that link. Buy something with it so I can make some money.
Boop that link.
That's a sponsored link right there, my guy. But yeah, I don't know. That was just really off-putting. I don't know. Maybe
Especially
she
since
just misworded it or something. Concerned Caller is here as well. Hell yeah. Welcome to our first technically sponsored stream. Here to support the program. That's my guy right there. I was just thinking about how we haven't talked to Concerned Caller in a few podcasts, but here he is.
It's been a hot minute.
I've missed him. Yeah, new stuff coming very soon. I can't wait to air every single one of my products on this podcast, so as to promote them through myself.
Show everything.
Yeah, and I've been looking into submitting to film festivals, like I was saying earlier. And a lot of them, I went into the DCP thing because that's primarily what they want them as, and that is a very it's It's gonna be new because I don't normally save anything as anything outside of like an MP4, for example. But it has to be like a TIFF file within this, resolution and ratio and so on and so forth. Then you have to convert all of that into a DCP in order for it to be played at a festival, because I don't know. I guess it's just so they don't have to worry about different filmmaker. They have to regulate it so that there is like a standard resolution for you to send it in at, so that nothing goes on the screen stretched out or too thin or too small and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that's the prime reason they do it, or they're just trying to fuck me around. One of the two. But
Either or.
yeah, and I'm fine with it. I also like how sending in your film is much simpler now, and they actually have programs for it where when you send it in through this one, I believe it's called either Film Freeway or Without a Box, but one of those two, when you send it in through them, they give you an IMDb page for the for the film that you're sending in. So you get an IMDb page and your film gets submitted. So
shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of playing around with like what shorts I want to submit, because I've got a comedy one coming up with Anthony that I think I might put into a festival, and for the shorts section of the festival.
Oh.
I'm planning on going into, let me make sure I got this festival's name right. The Santa Fe Film Festival is who I'm planning on going with when I do it. So
shit.
Yeah. Then I'll make enough money to buy some coke, overdose, and die.
Live life to the fullest.
Living like Larry, Shouts out to Larry, my guy. He's out here. Not really.
He's gone.
I don't even know Larry. I have a Larry in one of my videos that's coming up.
Oh, wow.
Not Demented Stability, but a different video that I'm working on that will hopefully be done this week, because we're pulling fucking overtime, and it better be done this week or I will end my life, potentially.
Have someone's head. Oh,
Radballs, I heard my name. You did, Anthony. I was talking about the skit that we're going to work on and how I plan on chucking it into a few festivals.
Few festivals.
Shouts out to Larimer. Who is Larimer?
Okay.
Do you know who that is? Because I don't know who that is. But shout out to him, whoever that may be.
You're the best, man.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Been into his content for. Are you looking it up?
No.
Okay, I heard typing, so I'm just gonna assume.
My computer screen goes off.
Oh yeah, I get that. Mine doesn't do that. I don't let it. I move my mouse around too much. I fidget, That's how I stay alive.
Oh, constant fidgeting.
That's why I can't sleep at night ever.
Oh no.
I looked at my my fucking you know how well, I don't know if you have it or not, but I have this health app on my phone. It monitors the distance that I walk and how long I've slept for and whatnot. Which I got a solid amount last night. I got 7 hours. However, on Friday, I got 4 minutes.
Oh.
At 8:56 in the morning. So basically, I slept for 4 minutes and then I got up and started my day.
Damn.
Yeah, right? Man. Wild. Oh, I'm registering for classes this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm going to be taking what am I taking? Boot camp.
Oh yeah. V2.
Political science.
Mhm.
Yeah, V2. This one's going to be in the evening, so
oh fuck.
That's going to be much better than waking up in the morning and doing. Yeah, every day this semester I woke up at 9 I woke up at like 7ish.
Oh god.
Got ready, went there, worked out for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
came back home. I probably didn't do myself any good because I wouldn't eat breakfast. And then after I fucking got back, I'd be like, you know what sounds good? A meatball marinara from Subway. Not sponsored.
We wish.
That probably wasn't good for my for working out for an hour and then being like, I'm gonna go have a meatball marinara now. So I think in the evening, after I've had all my meals of the day, it'll be much more beneficial.
True.
And I'll admit, I've gotten pretty in shape thanks to that class. Not gonna lie, you know.
Damn.
I'm out here lifting people in the streets and throwing them.
Just I'm now trained. I'm a killing machine.
Gotta prove myself. Hulkamania. Yeah. So,
that's how you get infamous.
Yeah. What the hell was that bodybuilder's name? God damn it. He was so funny too. I was watching video. Because I never want to be the shape of a bodybuilder. Nothing against them. Just I like fitting in my car.
You don't want to be an absolute unit?
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to be an absolute unit. Not yet. Very nice
Could be.
comment. Do you want to read that one, Tim?
Which comment?
Antiqui's latest one. Do you not see it?
No.
Here, I'll paste it in the Discord for you. It'll probably show up as I'm going to paste it. Guaranteed. Let me... absolute mong. Well, it won't let me do it. I'm going to read it. Shouts out to Big Booty Butts that's nip whip my titties on the mountain fucker cunt.
Quite.
I read that the best I could. He didn't put spaces, so I'm gonna...
It's respectable,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. You just gotta say it and call him like I see him, you know? None outside the usual here.
It's something that I believe in. I actually resonate with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I understand.
Well, we've reached 2 hours and 16 minutes, Tim, so...
Is it time?
I think it's about time we hit him with that recap. Recap.
Your daily recap. Well, at the beginning, Tyler was speaking about some new releases coming out with, such as... Scroll up. Demented Stability.
Demented Stability. Yeah,
Using footage from 2 to 3 years ago and edited for modern viewing.
Yeah.
And after that, we moved on to the very
Ouija.
large amount of... yes, a lot Ouija. There's basically Ouija everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't turn down one corner without seeing Ouija. And potential pitch for possibly having our podcast Halloween themed,
Right.
watching all the Ouijas.
That's right. Having an entire month of October dedicated to watching Ouija movies and then coming on the podcast to talk about them.
Then we spoke about the... Oh god, what was my topic?
Wait.
Oh yes,
No.
yes.
Yeah.
Deadlines.
Yep. And why they
Oh no,
are
deadlines.
creatively damning occasionally.
Yes. And just, if you're gonna plan something out, pace it for that. Don't let it get ruined. But never mind.
Right,
Never mind
right.
that.
Yeah, no,
it's all fine.
yeah, it's fine.
It's all good. It's fine.
I'm not mad. Clenched fist. I'm not mad.
Then we spoke about how we would kill God.
Oh yeah, we talked about the
And we
killing of God.
concluded that all we would need is the Communist Manifesto and hit it at his Achilles heel. That's all it took.
God's
Good all
afraid
take.
of communism. Who knew it?
It's a hypothesis. We'll learn here soon enough.
Oh goddamn.
And then our final topic was RPGs and how they evolved. And how, although some games are still considered gems and could be appreciated for its time, how we can just appreciate the modern landscape of RPGs. Unless
Some
they're
things
made
just
by
don't
EA.
age well. Oh yeah. Anything made by EA is.
And then we wrapped it up with some conversation about Tyler's editorial.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit. Talked about
We
it
also
when it's-
watched Pepsi Man.
we did check out Pepsi Man. Hung Jesus was here for a little bit.
Oh yes, we did. I did interview him, and I think you'll learn a lot of truths from that.
This podcast is never getting published. The word can never
Not
get
with
out.
that attitude.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So then we talked to Hung Jesus, and what? Did anything? We talked about the editorial. Nothing too major after that, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, be sure to click that Amazon Associates link to
visit all of
support the
Tyler's
podcast.
channels.
Yep. Visit all my channels.
YouTube.
Go to the McAllisterReview.wordpress.com for even more sponsorships and my thoughts on movies, as well as editorials regarding art and stuff like that. So,
Yes.
yeah. So, what happens
Two
now?
Willikers. Well,
This has been the Somewhat Okay Podcast, episode number 17. I'm Tyler.
I am Tim.
And,
Bye!